You've been walking past the grocery store, picking up the same vegetables every single week, spending money you didn't have to spend, on food you could have been pulling straight from your own backyard. And the worst part? April is the one month where everything changes, where the soil is finally ready, the temperature is cooperating, and nature is basically handing you a free pass to grow food that will feed your family for months. But most gardeners waste it. They plant the same 3 things, get average results, and then wonder why their garden never really takes off. Today, that stops. Because I'm about to show you 12 crops that smart gardeners quietly start every April, and once you see this list, you're going to wonder why nobody told you sooner. Welcome back to Earthly Gardening, the place where we grow more and spend less. If you're new here, we are so glad you found us. This channel is all about helping everyday gardeners like you get real results without draining your wallet. Make yourself comfortable because today's video is one you'll want to watch all the way through. Before we get into it, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and tap the bell so you never miss a tip. It costs you nothing and it means the world to this channel. Alright, let's get into it. Crop 1, radishes. Let's start with the one crop that will make you feel like a genius gardener within 3 weeks of planting. Radishes are one of the fastest growing vegetables on the planet, and April is their absolute favorite time to show off. You push them into the ground, you water them consistently, and before you know it you are pulling crisp, peppery little bulbs out of the soil faster than anything else in your garden. They are perfect for beginner gardeners because they give you that early win that keeps your motivation high when everything else is still just getting started. But here is what most people never find out about radishes. As they grow, they actually help break up and loosen compacted soil, which improves the growing conditions for every other plant around them. So they are not just feeding you, they are quietly improving your garden at the same time. Crop 2, spinach. Spinach is the quiet overachiever of the April garden, and it deserves far more credit than it usually gets. It does not need much space, it does not demand hot weather, and if you harvest it correctly by cutting from the top and leaving the roots in place, it will give you flush after flush of fresh leaves for weeks. What makes spinach genuinely special in April is that it actually prefers the cool. The moment summer heat arrives in full force, spinach bolts, sends up a flower stalk, and turns bitter almost overnight. But in April, you catch it exactly in its prime. The leaves are tender, the flavor is mild and slightly sweet, and the nutritional content is at its peak. A single small raised bed of spinach planted now can keep a household in fresh salad greens for a solid month without spending a penny at the store. Crop 3, peas. If you have never grown peas before, April is about to become your favorite month in the garden calendar. Peas are one of those remarkable crops that actually give back to the soil while they grow. They fix nitrogen from the air directly into the earth around their roots, which means the ground they leave behind is measurably better than the ground they started in. Plant them along a fence, a simple trellis, or even some sticks and twine tied together, and watch them climb. Sugar snap varieties are especially satisfying because you eat the whole pod without any shelling or prep. And I want to say this clearly because it matters. The flavor of a pea you picked yourself 10 minutes ago compared to one that has been sitting in a freezer bag for 6 months is a difference so dramatic it almost does not feel like the same vegetable. Crop 4, lettuce. Here is something the grocery store definitely does not want you to figure out. One small packet of lettuce seeds costs less than a single bag of pre-washed salad mix, and it will produce more lettuce than most families can eat in a month. April is the ideal window to start lettuce because just like spinach it thrives in cool temperatures and will bolt and turn bitter the moment summer arrives. The trick that experienced gardeners use is called succession planting. Instead of sowing all your seeds at once, you scatter small amounts every 10 to 14 days. That way you are never drowning in lettuce all at once and you are never running out either. You get a steady, reliable supply of fresh leaves right through spring and into early summer. Loose leaf varieties are the smartest choice because you harvest the outer leaves and the plant simply grows more from the center. Crop 5, kale. Kale gets dismissed sometimes as a trendy health food, but gardeners have been growing it for centuries and there is a very solid reason for that loyalty. It is one of the toughest and most productive leafy crops you can put in the ground. Plant it in April and a well-established kale plant will keep producing usable leaves right through autumn and in many climates, well into winter. One plant can feed you for months. It handles light frosts without complaint, it bounces back from heavy harvesting remarkably quickly, and the leaves you harvest from an April-planted kale in those first few weeks are far more mild and tender than anything you will find sitting under supermarket lighting. The rule with kale is simple. Harvest young and harvest often and the quality stays high all season long. Crop 6, Beetroot. Beetroot is the crop that surprises gardeners almost every single time they grow it, and the reason is that most people only think about the root. But the leaves are completely edible and genuinely delicious. When you plant beets in April, within just a few weeks you are already harvesting the young tender greens to use in salads and stir-fries while the roots continue developing steadily underground. Then when those roots are finally ready, you have a vegetable that roasts beautifully, holds in the refrigerator for weeks, and costs almost nothing to produce from seed. Beetroot also has one of the strongest value for money ratios of anything you can grow. A single seed packet gives you a full row of beets that would cost considerably more at any farmer's market or organic grocery store. Alright, real quick before we get into the second half of this list. If this video is already making you want to get out into your garden, do me a favor and drop a comment below right now. Tell me which crop from this list you are most excited to start this April. I genuinely read every comment and I want to know what is happening in your garden this season. And if you are finding this useful, a like on this video takes 2 seconds and it helps more gardeners just like you find this channel through the algorithm. We are halfway through and the second half of this list is honestly where it gets really interesting. Let's keep going. Crop 7, Carrots. Carrots earn their place on this list because April planting sets you up for a mid-summer harvest that genuinely cannot be replicated by anything from a shop shelf. The one thing carrots need more than anything else is loose, deep, stone-free soil so they can push downward without obstruction. If your garden soil is heavy or compacted, a raised bed or a deep container filled with loose compost will give you perfectly straight, full-sized roots every time. April soil temperatures are ideal for carrot seed germination, and because they take their time developing, getting them in the ground early gives them the full runway they need. The sweetness and crunch of a carrot that goes from soil to your kitchen in under an hour is genuinely in a different category from anything that has been sitting in cold storage for weeks. Crop 8, Swiss Chard. If you want a single crop that looks beautiful in the garden, produces abundantly over a long season, and handles a wide range of weather conditions without fuss, Swiss Chard is the answer. The brightly colored stems, red, yellow, orange and white, make any garden bed look intentional and vibrant, and every part of the plant is completely edible. The stems cook like celery, the leaves work exactly like spinach, and because chard handles heat far better than spinach or lettuce, it gives you a much longer harvest window that stretches well past the point where your other leafy greens have long since given up. April planting gives it enough time to properly establish before the warmth of summer arrives. Once it is settled in, it asks very little of you and gives back consistently for months. Crop 9, Turnups. Turnips are genuinely one of the most underrated crops a gardener can grow, and the fact that most people walk right past the seed packets at the garden center without a second look is honestly a missed opportunity every single time. They grow fast, they produce 2 completely separate harvests from one plant, the root and the greens, and they take up very little space relative to what they give back. Young turnip greens harvested in April and may have a mild, slightly peppery flavor that works beautifully in soups, stir-fries, and even eaten raw in salads. Then as the roots fill out beneath the soil, you have a vegetable that stores extremely well and brings real substance and hardiness to autumn and winter cooking. The gardeners who know about turnips never stop growing them. Crop 10, Spring Onions. Spring onions might genuinely be the easiest crop on this entire list, and that is saying something given what we have already covered. You can even regrow them for free from the white root ends of store-bought ones by placing them in a shallow glass of water on your windowsill for a week before transplanting them out into the garden in April. They take up almost no space at all, they grow quickly and without drama, and they are one of those crops you find yourself reaching for constantly in everyday cooking. A small patch of spring onions planted in April will give you harvests consistently right through summer, and because you harvest individual stalks while leaving the rest undisturbed, the patch keeps regenerating and producing. Once you start growing your own spring onions, buying them becomes something that genuinely never crosses your mind again. Crop 11, Broad Beans. Broad beans are a crop with real personality and they deserve a proper moment here. They grow tall and upright, they flower in a way that is genuinely attractive, they pull pollinators into your garden which benefits everything else growing around them, and they produce pods filled with beans that are in an entirely different league from anything that comes out of a tin. April is actually the tail end of the best broad bean planting window, which means if you get them in the ground now you are catching the last of the cool, moist conditions they genuinely love before summer fully takes over. Watch the pods carefully once they start forming because the harvest window is shorter than you expect. But the reward is a bean that can be eaten fresh straight from the pod, blanched and frozen for later in the year, or dried and stored. And exactly like peas, broad beans leave your soil richer in nitrogen than they found it, which is a gift to every crop that follows them. Crop 12, Courgette/Zucchini. And here we are at number 12, the crop on this list that will absolutely take over your garden if you give it the chance, and you are going to love every second of it. Courgette, or zucchini depending on where you are in the world, is without question one of the most productive food plants you can grow in terms of sheer volume of food from a single plant. Starting your seeds indoors during April means your plants will be strong, well established, and ready to go into the ground right after your last frost date. And once they start producing in early summer, the harvests do not stop. 1 or 2 plants is genuinely enough to keep a small family well supplied. The critical thing to understand with courgette is that you harvest them young, around 6 to 8 inches long. That is when the flavor is at its best and that is when the plant channels its energy into producing the next one. Leave a courgette on the plant too long and within days you will have a vegetable the size of something you could use as a cricket bat, and the flavor suffers significantly for it. Harvest young, harvest often, and this one plant will genuinely astonish you. And there you have it. 12 crops that April is practically begging you to get into the ground, and every single one of them is something you already know, already eat, and can start growing right now without spending a fortune or needing any special knowledge. The real magic of April gardening is not just about the food itself. It is about getting ahead of the season, building real confidence in your own abilities as a gardener, and setting yourself up for the kind of harvests that make your neighbors stop and ask you questions. If you are walking away from this video with even 2 or 3 crops you are genuinely excited to try, then this video did exactly what it was supposed to do and I am really glad you stuck around to the end. Now close this tab, go outside, and get your hands in the soil. Your garden has been waiting long enough. If you enjoyed this video please give it a thumbs up because it genuinely helps this channel reach more gardeners who need it. Subscribe if you have not already done so, and most importantly leave a comment below telling me which crop from this list you are starting first this April. I will be reading every single one. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves and take care of that garden.